Hi, I'm Aris Kontoleon. I run the 2015 Copo Camaro in Radial Renegade 550 Index.
We're going to Bump City one more time! And he's the new king of the kids. You've been here now, and this is Radial Racing Kenda style. Bump it in with Diggs on another Kenda 660 interview, and I've got to get this guy because in the Renegade 550 class, we've got some pretty tough competition, and this guy lives and breathes the 550. It's Aris Kontoleon, that Copo Camaro, mate. You've been in the sport a while. What brought Aris, I suppose, out of retirement to go drag racing again?
Well, thanks for having us here, Chris, but the Kenda Radial Series just really opens it up to anybody. So the rules, the lack of rules, you know, basically restricted. In my bracket, it's a 550 index, so you can't go quicker than 550, and we try and hit the button right on the 550. That's our challenge, and if we can do that, we've had a win for the weekend.
So earlier days, you were a super sedan track champion here back in the early days.
Correct.
You kind of gave the sport away for a little while. I always probably kept your eye in. I think I first saw you turn up at a Kenda in your original black Camaro, was that right?
2012 ZL1,
Yeah.
4,440 pounds. So it was a rumble car. Yeah, just too heavy, and it was starting to break rear ends. And so we were a bit disappointed with that. We don't like breaking things. So we went for the lighter option. The Copo Camaro, it's a purpose-built race car from GM USA. The one we have is a number 22, 2015 model, and it weighs 3,580 pounds with me in it. So
It's a bit lighter.
a bit lighter, a bit more bulletproof.
So we don't normally see genuine Copos.
No.
Like someone can turn up with a Copo, and it's like, and I knew, this is just me talking to myself, when I'd seen you run your ZL1 and then you turned up with a Copo, I go, yeah, Aris is on the hook here, Aris has got the bug. Is that what it was? It was a decision, you go, you know what, I'm going to attack it. Was I suppose, did you know kind of that Renegade was going to be where you were going to end up, or you didn't know?
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't really care. I just wanted to run Kenda. I thought the whole concept of Kenda was brilliant, and it's very inviting. We just wanted a reliable car that we could race.
And it certainly is that. However, the 550, I still think that must be in your dreams. You must see the numbers 550. You must see 550. You must wake up and just randomly write 550 on a piece of paper. I've never seen a guy so obsessed with it. And then also I've done a lot of yelling down the microphone when Aris goes like a 49 on a 50. It's sometimes they're the hardest losses to cop.
Well, in racing it's a problem, but I don't mind in trials. I don't mind running a 549. That's not a problem. We just squeak it back a bit for racing. We don't try and run a 550 in racing. We try and run a little bit slower, just to have that margin. So.
But I've watched you with the car though, Aris. It's not something that you leave alone after every run. You are messing with that. You're moving weight around. You're tuning things on that. It's almost like it's a combo. It's like, now that's either a really tunable combo, or it's a problem child. It's not a problem child, is it?
No, it's tunable, and we have a lot of help from the States. The guys run cars over there, so. Because it's a similar car, they run a class where there's not many modifications. You can ring them up and they go, yes, try this, try that. And it's very predictable as far as they're concerned, but I've just got to get my head around it.
That class is very competitive. We don't know, we've got a sort of an idea of a few of the heavy hitters in there, but who do you look at when you get the paired up to race? Is there anyone in particular where you just go, oh no, not him?
I can't say because they're all sitting behind me.
Well, but you can, because they might talk about you as well.
That's okay. Really, I try and block out the next lane beside me. As soon as I start concentrating on the person beside me, I've lost a race straight away.
They're in your head.
They're in your head, you're gone. So I just go to the track. I'm 67 years of age, these guys are in their 40s. I've just got to try and keep up with them, try and cut a light. And Yeah, I just do my own thing in my own lane and hope for the best.
No, look, I'm not going to share all of Aris's secrets, but you do have a practice tree, a full-size practice tree, set up at your house, and you can sit in there in your office and let the button go. And you must do it 100 times, because I tried to do you over 20 let goes, and you whole shot me every time. Is that? I suppose in a way, as we all get older, that's your version of Sudoku. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's not doing crosswords, he's not doing Sudoku, but he's hitting the practice tree. Of course, your lovely wife, Garrett, she always, there's Aris out there with the...
Yeah, she supports me 100%, for sure.
And of course, you do sort of live in suburbia, you know, you're on a little bit of property, but I did notice at night, that Christmas tree does kind of glow a lot over the fence to next door. Does next door understand what's going on over the fence?
They know nothing about drag racing, but
No.
they're quite patient.
They go, what's that flashing? Here we are at 8 o'clock at night, and so what's this flashing on this bedroom window? Oh, it's the next door neighbour on his practice tree.
Yeah.
It's a funny setup. So, but obviously age isn't a thing. You said you're 67, but
Yes.
I mean you must still feel like you're a kid. What was the first for you at 67? Where did you first get into the sport? Surfers?
Surfers Paradise.
Yep.
Yeah. Had a Landau, nitrous, probably one of the first nitrous kits in Brisbane, if not Australia.
Yeah.
We put a 460 in it. So it was a heavy car again, and we just ran super sedan down there and had a bit of fun.
So that was the start of it from there?
Yeah. And then we progressed into an XY GT, nitrous again, manual, brought it up here. And we're twisting input shafts, taking off on the full nitrous off the line, so that wasn't real fun. It wasn't breaking them, so it ran like low 11 ones or something. So, and then we had a break for a while after that. Yeah. Oh, we did the hard top.
Yeah, the hard top was a beautiful car.
XB hard top,
XB
chassis
hard-
car.
Yeah, clutch pedal, Lenco.
Yeah, Lanco.
So
Parachute.
I don't know too many other sports sedan champions that can win with a manual, with a clutch pedal, but you did that.
We were lucky enough to win the series and the championship for in 97.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a challenge. You're coming up against guys and you're on the two-step and guessing the light and yeah.
So the heads-up pro tree of Kenda 660, that's a pretty big factor as to why we're probably all so hooked on it, isn't it? It's this adrenaline, it's this big shot of adrenaline every time you go to the line.
No delay boxes. That's
and that's it. There's no time for delay boxes. You can't do that. So it's just one of those adrenaline shots. I think they all feel.
Yeah.
Moving into the future, I mean, you're a 550 stalwart. Does that mean do we expect to see the Coppo in Renegade fending off all opponents for a while yet?
Oh, we'll just stick for that for the moment. Like, you know, it's just an age thing, you know, see how we can go. I have to put a younger driver in yet, so we'll see.
Do you reckon? Yeah. I don't think you need a younger driver. I just thought you might try the odd deep stage like old Hot Rod did the other day. Hot Rod secret, deep stage. Yeah, Hot Rod's. Oh, is it something's wrong with the bowl? No, I don't think we need a younger driver. We just need more of this man in Renegade because he's one of the guys that makes the class really exciting. So, Aris, congratulations.
Thanks very much.
On all your exploits and maybe get to many more finals in the future.
We can try.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to Bum City one more time. And he's the new king of the kick. This is Radial Racing Kenda style.